Hello. I thought I'd just pull into the side of the road here and do a little intro before I start the walk. So today I'm going to do a walk starting from the village of Mickleton, which is about 8 or 9 miles from Stratford-on-Avon. And it'll be a circular walk again, about 5 miles, out towards Hidcote Manor. So Hidcote's a very famous garden, if you like, that kind of thing, which is beautiful. Is it National Trust? Yeah, it is. It's National Trust. So yeah, if you're in this neck of the woods, particularly spring, early summer, Hidcote Gardens, absolutely stunning. Right, so what's the crack today? I'm just going to be taking Indy with me today. He's the younger Springer, 14 months old. Is he 14? Yeah, 13, 14 months old. I thought I'd leave Mum at home today because I need to spend a bit more time with him, just focused one-to-one. He's going through that typical sort of Springer adolescent phase where he's got quite selective hearing. So I just need to get him more focused in on me, because I think when he goes off with his mum, he's probably splits his focus between me and her, and I need him to be more sort of responsive to what I want him to do. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. Just a little bit about video. Apologies if some of the video has been a bit wonky. This is all new to me, frankly. So it's a massive learning curve for anybody who's done this kind of stuff before. For some weird reason, I thought I'd read something somewhere saying that for YouTube you need to do portrait format. So I started doing that. I realized, of course, that's rubbish. It needs to be landscape format. So editing, now that I'm, as you can probably tell, doing landscape here, hopefully that's going to be a bit easier to edit, and also filling the screen a bit more with stuff that's going on. I've even got myself a selfie stick to make life easier rather than trying to hold the camera. So there's all these sort of little things that seem so obvious, don't they, whenever you start something, but they're not that obvious, are they? And I mean, weirdly, I actually used to be a semi-professional photographer many years ago, and I sort of maybe made the mistake of thinking that, oh well, video is a bit like photography. It's not. It's really not. It's a completely different discipline, and yeah, trying to figure out the different frame rates and the resolution of the videos. So this is on 4K now. I was doing 1080. Sorry, this is a bit dull, but for anybody who's remotely interested in this stuff, yeah. So landscape 4K now, and I've also been faffing around with different laptops to try and figure out which one's the best one to use. So yeah, it's a massive learning curve. I think really realistically, the best advice that I've been given by people online is just kind of do it. You know, don't fanny around too much. You know, by all means try a few different things, but ultimately the most important thing is to do it. So apologies if some of it's a bit crap from a video point of view, but hopefully over time it'll get better. All right, I'll get on with the walk. Hey, here he is. You all right, mister? And wait. Good boy. All right, mister. Good boy. Right, you know. It's actually lovely and sunny. So I want, look, the daffs are coming out. Beautiful. Mickleton Church. So this looks like the start of the walk. We got to the right there, to the left here, so I think we're going to start this way and go clockwise. See if there's any sheep around. Hopefully not. Makes such a difference if there's sheep. Not looking good. Right, mate. Good boy. Good boy. Are you going to sit? Good boy. Sit, stay. See how he gets on here. So far, so good. Oh, naughty. No. Stay. In fact, I'll bring you back because, come on, here. Thought it was going a bit too well there. Here. Yeah. Sit. Stay. Naughty boy. Good boy. Good boy. That's better, isn't it? Right, come on then. So just go across this big green area. Field. I think it's called a field, isn't it? See the gorse, the flowers on the gorse starting to come out. That's lovely. Reminds me of growing up in Northern Ireland this time of year. Smells of sort of pineapple, weirdly. Just over towards that tree line now. Here we go. Come on then. Good boy. Forgot to bring a ball with me, but so far I think because he's just him and me, he doesn't seem to want to go too far away, which is good. And yeah, coming back nicely, so really don't need the ball. Fairly confident that when it's just him and me, it's probably not necessary. So it doesn't look steep on the video, but it's actually quite steep up here. Get the old heart and lungs going. It's lovely cottage there, just probably a gatehouse, an old gatehouse maybe. Kieran, good boy, hip, hip. Good boy, good boy. You wait. To this gate. Whew. There we go. Bit of a climb, but very nice, wasn't it? So I've just come out of that little gate, beside this sign. Apparently that's another gardens which are closed, as you can see. That's the sign to Hidcote Gardens up there, National Trust. But I think there's a path just up here, so we don't have to go on the road. Yeah, just see a little finger post there. So I can let you off, Indy. Don't like walking on the lead, do you? There we go. So I just walked across this big field here, which runs parallel to the road, and yeah, it's very nice. It's very different feel altogether, much more manicured and man-made. Just coming into the woods now. Good boy. Come on. It was under. This brings you to the car park of Hidden Gardens, and then our path is just straight ahead there and up another hill. Here, and yep. Sheep around here, just keep them close control. Good boy. So, back on the lead again. It's like, looks like electric fencing here. This is often the sign of horses, so keep them away from that. So I don't know if you can see up there, hundreds of probably rooks, all getting blown around in the wind. And pretty good views from up here, right across the, so that's going to be Warwickshire in the distance. So away from the electric fence now. You can really hear the wind in the trees. I love that sound. We've got a caravan, and we really love our caravan. It's my guilty secret. Call it the West Wing here, but it's so nice being in the caravan with the kids, you know, when it's stormy and pouring with rain outside. And yeah, reminds me of being a kid. My parents were really into caravanning. We used to go away caravan years and years and years, and yeah, it's such a great gift to be able to give your children. Indy, here he is, good boy. This stunning big beech tree right up at the top of the hill. There's a field you see on the distance. I'll zoom in. There's a big red tractor. Now, if I knew anything about farming, I'd be able to say he's doing such and such, or she's doing such and such, but as I'm no clue about farming really, apart from watching Clarkson's farm, I'm guessing it's probably either maybe weed killer or maybe fertilizer or something at this time of year. Anyway, what do you reckon, Indy? Eh? Indy's found a stick. So, oh Indy, that doesn't look very nice to drink. So here we are right at the top of the hill. Quite sort of stormy looking skies over there. It's lovely up here though. And over here I've got this weird kind of building, looks like something left over from the Cold War, or I don't know, mobile phone mast now. And that looks like a trig point there, so it's obviously the highest point for some way away. And Indy's drinking the puddle. Indy, mate, that's not very nice. So here we are. It's like this mobile phone mast, obviously the highest point on the route. The tree over there, the way it's been bent with the wind blowing it, the westerlies blowing it. It's crazy the way the wind blows these trees out of shape. Here, Indy. Good boy. Just going up to a road here, so just put him back on the lead. And we hang a right on this road. Look at this old, I'm guessing that's an old mile marker or something. It's super old, I'm sure. Someone with a bit of local knowledge probably knows what it is, but so let me introduce you to one of the joys of springers. Not is the urge to strangle themselves when they're walking. If I really get strict with them, he will kind of walk, sort of not pulling me, but generally it's a nightmare. I know that I should work harder on it. I know there'll probably be people looking and thinking, oh, you can't have them doing that, and so like, yeah, well, I know, but it's not as simple as a lot of these YouTube videos suggest that it is. He is incredibly stubborn compared to his mum, compared to any other springer I've had before. So, answers on a postcard, please. So, just at this junction, this is where we go right, just at this gate, rejoin the path again. Boy. Now, I know there is a sign there saying please keep all dogs on leads, but to be honest, I'm confident that if I need to get them back, I can get them back quickly on the whistle. And there's good fences all along here, so we can't really go anywhere. There's a wall on one side, overgrown wall, covered in brambles, and a fence on the other side, so there's nowhere really for him to go. Good boy. Here, Indy. Here, Indy. Good boy. Typical springer, straight into the undergrowth. You can switch someone to work. Here, Indy. Indy, here. Come on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Good boy. This is quite an interesting feature here. It's like lots of, it looks as if the earth's been turned over. So, no idea what that is. Could be something very, very ancient, like an old settlement or something. But it could be something, you know, like the Second World War. Often, you know, German bombers coming back from raids on Birmingham and places like that, they would have dumped their excess bombs on the way back. So you just don't know, really. Probably worth doing a bit of research. Here, and somewhere you can get a bit of nice drink here. Look, little spring. Good boy. That's a bit better than the puddles, isn't it? Good boy. There we go. You're thirsty, aren't you? Good boy. There we go. Come on, Indiana. Off we go. Right. Back on the lead for a bit because of the sheepsters. Can't see any lambs yet. So we just come through the gate into this little hamlet, which I believe is called Hidcote Boyce. That's the thing about this part of the world. It feels very rural and very, you come into one of these little places here, it feels like you could be somewhere like in the Lake District or in the middle of nowhere, but actually, you've got quite a lot of reasonable sized towns very close. So it's very accessible, very lucky to have it so close to where we live. I wouldn't fancy living in a place quite as this. I'd like a bit of a shop and a pub and a few amenities. Don't fancy the idea of having to drive everywhere all the time. So what's this we find? You gonna have a drink? No? You had a big drink, didn't you, a minute ago? You're probably alright, aren't you? Yeah? So all these old telephone boxes have all been turned into defibrillator stations. I've always wondered how people would get on if they really needed one in a hurry. Hopefully, I've never had to try so far. Just come into this lane here, which I thought, oh, this looks okay. I'll let them back off again. Of course, you go straight through here into somebody's garden. We're having a great time chasing the cats, and God knows what. It's interesting here. Look at the sunflower field. It looks weirdly quite beautiful, actually. I know that's kind of more beautiful whenever they're yellow, but yeah, it's really, really weird looking. Oh, you just trampled, look at you, honestly, just trampled the lovely primroses, you big vandal. Here's something I've never seen before. It's like a variegated holly plantation, loads of them. And just wondering why, whether that's because of is it someone who sells it to florists, maybe? I don't know. Loads of them. You want to go for a little swim? Did you find it? Good boy. There we go. So just out of the wind for a little bit, just thought I'd give a bit of reflection on the last week or so. Indy's just destroying some stuff down here. Yeah, we've been in Italy for the last week, and it's been absolutely fantastic. And it's really tempting, isn't it, when you go away on holiday, to think that the grass is always greener, And I must admit, in Italy, northern Italy this week, the grass definitely did seem a lot greener. And hold on, where's Indy gone? Indy! I can hear him crashing through the undergrowth. Good boy. Yeah, everything seems to work really well. Shops are really busy. High streets absolutely thriving. Really reasonable prices for everything. Fantastic high-speed trains. Just everything worked so well, and the food was incredible. The weather was nice, and I just thought, can't say I was really massively looking forward to coming back to the UK again. But then you come out somewhere like this and you think, you know what, we are so lucky. We've got some beautiful countryside. You just need to kind of get out there. It's very easy, isn't it, sometimes just to dwell on the negative. And yeah, it wasn't long being back in the UK before I thought, you know, it's been back in your own bed, be back in your own house is really nice. Yeah, friends and family and all of those good things. What are you doing, Indy, mate? It's just destroying sticks at my feet here. So yeah, it's good to get away, but it's good to get back. And yeah, there's no point in complaining about stuff, is there? If things aren't working, then you've got to fix them. You've got to try and do your best to sort of contribute to that if you can. But yeah, was nice to get away, and yeah, lovely food. They're very lucky, aren't they, in the continent. So this is lovely here. All these beautiful beech trees. Very soon the leaves will start coming out in them. It's super steep here. He's just been galloping all the way down. These dogs have just got such incredible stamina. Springers. Here, Indy. Unbelievable stamina. They just run and run and run and run. He went all the way down to the bottom of that. You can't really see it very well from here, but all the way down, sprinted all the way back up the hill. Doesn't break stride. Absolutely inexhaustible creatures they are. You can see why they've been bred for hundreds of years for hunting game. Here, and good boy. He just wants to work, and he wants to be outdoors, a bit like me, really. Well, the being outdoors bit anyway. Indy, Ian. So just stumbled on this piece of history actually. During the First World War, there was a Belgian soldiers were recuperated in this area, and one of the soldiers carved his picture on this tree. Look, can you see the KP? And apparently it says 1917 somewhere. But yeah, there you go. Look at that. Still here, 108 years later. Incredible. So it just pops you out. That's a lovely section through the woods there, where we saw the Belgian soldiers tree sculpture drawing, whatever you want to call it. So apparently this is part of the European long distance path. I'm guessing that will have been before we left the European Union. Sorry, don't start me on that. Not happy about that. So, but it's part of the Heart of England Way. This is. Come on, Indy. Good boy. Right, we're just going to tell people a little bit about your pedigree. So Indy comes from Pool Green Gun Dogs, and the breeder's a chap called Will Cluley, and Will breeds some of the best working Springer Spaniels that you'll ever get. Certainly some of the top dogs in the UK. So Indy's dad is a Pool Green dog, a stud dog, and Indy's mum, Lola, who you've met already, she's also a Pool Green dog, and she was sired to obviously a different bloodline to Indy's dad. Bert, yeah, that was your dad, wasn't it, Bert? And they're all field trial champions. So they're all bred to work. I mean, we're not working him, obviously, we're working Lola, but as you can see, we give them the next best thing, which is to put them out into the countryside and give them a job to do, don't we? So yeah, Pool Green Gun Dogs, you can look it up on their website. Some absolutely stunning dogs, and they've been incredibly successful, probably some of the best working Springer Spaniels in the world, arguably. And just on that one of Indy's siblings, her name is Q, as in the letter Q, as in James Bond Q. We gifted her to the West Midlands Police, which is my old force, and she's in her seventh, I think sixth or seventh final week of training to be a data dog. So she is going to be trained to find memory sticks, SIM cards, mobile phones, any electronic device, and she's absolutely smashing her training. Apparently, we get regular updates from her handler Sarah, and yeah, really proud of what she's achieving, and really looking forward to seeing what she does whenever she's fully deployed into operational work, to find the electronic stuff from the baddies, which is, we like that. I like that. You know. So the last little leg of the walk, oh, Mr. Dynamo still going strong. You can see the church where we started just there. Oh, bloody hell. Come on. Good boy. Who have you been upsetting? So that's it, pretty much. The walk's pretty much finished. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. So walk starting and ending from Mickleton village, about 5 miles. And I wasn't in any particular rush, so it's taken me about, I don't know, 2.5 hours, something like that. Probably could do it faster, but it's just nice to yeah, take your time with the dog. And yeah, it's me fannying around with the filming and stuff, so it obviously takes me a bit longer, but yeah, all right, hope you enjoyed it.